What do you think are the qualities of that great sales guy, that great sales manager guy? What makes that guy a better manager, leader than others?
That's a great question. I think it's a lot of things. But I think your managers have a capacity from a communication standpoint that they're effective. They definitely hold people accountable to what needs to be done. You can go into issues around time and manage their time. They have the ability to be masters at, of course, with communication is debriefing and pre-briefing and, plans and dealing with confrontation and those type of things. But I also think a great manager is someone who, when we take a look at the law of attraction, the ability to get to truth relatively quickly, driving production and driving tasks through other people. So I would say there's probably 10 or 15 things that make managers pretty invaluable, right? Some of them are pretty hardcore skills and tactics, and other ones are more mindset.
So let's talk about some of these talented salespeople. Why would you say they fail at sales?
It depends on if I said sales as a general or specific types of sales. I think you have some that are going to be more on the hunting side. You have some more on service side. You have some that are account managers that consider themselves sales. But if I look at a very traditional salesperson who has to prospect, he has to source it, he has to build relationships, qualify it, sell it, and then grow the account. If I look at that type of person, right, kind of standalone, if you turn around and say what makes them probably fail more so than anything else is lack of prospecting, lack of qualifying, because quite honestly, they're too much of a wimp to ask the right questions.
And how does a manager or leader help them overcome that stuff?
Well, and there's the magic toss. The first is quite honestly, most managers don't even know what the problems are, right? So they'll turn around and say, my individual is not getting enough referrals, or they need to work on how to control the desk more, meaning that, I want all the business coming from that individual through us. So they may have these objectives. So unfortunately, most managers look at an objective and say, okay, what do they need to be aware of? What's the knowledge they need to do? How do we make sure they apply it consistently so we can have a skill set? So if I come to Jeff and say, Jeff, I'm having a concern with, or you find out that I'm not asking for enough referrals, what most managers do, unfortunately, is go right to learning. This is what you need to do. This is how you need to do it. And instead of being a coaching program, you just now turn that into a one-on-one training program. Right? So what they really need to do is, unfortunately, is be aware of why they're choosing not to do it. Is it lack of motivation? Is it lack of desire? Is it fears or bravery issues? Most managers have never been taught to investigate that stuff. What they have been taught how to do is train. What they have been taught how to do is demonstrate it, right? But not uncover the real issue. And on the flip side, if you have a really good manager, they don't have the problems.